Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns. We are under attack!
Let my magic imbue your weapons with the fury of the elements. I shan't let them harm you.
This might be worth a read.
Shall we take a closer look?
Oi, hand over all the coins you first now.
When I get my hands on you, I miscalculated. Vampire, it is out loyal. You must stay clear of fire. Thank you, Arisen.
Tis a remarkable treasure we found.
A fitting reward for a rigorous search. My curative magics are at your disposal. Wait a moment. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with everything. I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
It's taking every ounce of my strength just to remain standing. Will this march never end?
I only hope we don't encounter any foes.
Get back here! Hold it!
How's this? You keep your life, and I take the rest.
Assailants, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness!
Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Now that is a surprise. You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. Grant you with elemental food. Look out, Commander! We're under attack! It seems we have engaged our foe. I recommend a swift retreat. stand together if we are to seize victory. Is everyone all right? Focus your strength, Parisian! We cannot expect a swift end to this battle. Our foe has vim and vigor to spare.
This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis brought. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper.
'Twas a triumph indeed. Never have I seen such speed!
I suppose we might as well gather what we can.
Good morrow, everyone.
Come. We've much to be getting on with.
The Cyclops' armor is hard as rock. I'll look for sharp clear to remove it or adjust our aim. Well done.
Imagine we're in need of a contact just now.
Let us return once we've grown tired.
I've got a firm grip on our boat!
certainly worth a try.
I am well aware of the particulars.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you in my spare time.
A well-organized pack is my specialty. If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that caters to our respect. My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to...
A troubling rumor has reached my ears, and methinks I ought to share it. 'Tis said there is an illness pawns can contract beyond the rift that inflicts unspeakable harm on those around them. As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control and...
Oi! You're not planning on going in there, are you? You're better off turning back. That cavern is not for mortal feet, 'tis a maze, with monsters round every wretched corner. I dare say none could pass through those tunnels and live to tell the tale. A crying shame 'tis. Few's the merchant who can cross yon bridge.
Mayhap you'll think this a trifle, but... the pawns here are all men, I notice.
It is surely a coincidence.
Is there nothing we can do about this obstacle?
If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste. That went as well as we might have hoped. Let us cast our eyes about and analyze the situation.
I end up feeling weary.
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. My name is Manella, and I have the honor of serving as a go-between twixt Her Majesty and the Guard. Come, let me buy you a drink. We've much to discuss, and I don't fancy standing round all the while.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Fancy a look at my wares?
The people of Batal view pawns with great prejudice. They're even forbidden from setting foot in the capital. Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom, but a practice so ancient isn't easily overturned. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern, even though it lies outside the capital, simply because it was established as a place for pawns to gather. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in my efforts to make the people of Batal more accepting of pawns, I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair, for those who hold such permits may remain in Batal without having their activities questioned. What say you? Glad I am to hear it. Take this, then. Simply show it to one of the sentries, and you'll be granted entry to the capital. Oh, and if you encounter any troubled Batali along the way, I bid you assist them. They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were they to be aided by the targets of their ire, mayhap a few stubborn hearts would soften. A simple plan, I know, but 'tis the only one available, or so it seems to me. I bid you good fortune, Sir Arisen.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Lots to look forward to, but a long way away.
Quickly now! Our master beckons.
Of course. As a matter of fact, loath as I am to recall the events of the coronation, they are fresh in my mind still. We must needs uncover this secret power that allows for the command of pawns.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
Efficiency is not the only factor worthy of consideration.
I'll need to replenish my stock before long.
All knowledge of this, God's way, stems from the forbidden magic research laboratory, which can be found here in Batal. However, you would do well to first travel to the Alta Batal coast and seek a man named Ambrosius. For as a researcher of this laboratory, he will doubtless be able to answer many of your questions.
Pray, follow me.
Plus, not at the expense of my... You see.
A customer, then. That changes things.
Now here's a welcome sight.
My services don't come cheap. Mind. You're welcome.
Not buying? That's just as well. Better to be selective than...
Me? I sell diff now. This hardly bears saying, but don't you dare... try to take anything without paying for it first. Many thanks.
up to today?
By and large, the people of Bakbatal seem to adore their benevolent emperor.
Look as long as you please.
Dear, that's the wrong one.
Oh, apologies. Thank you, my darling. Fie. Methinks it began when I started reading an old grimoire. 'Tis entitled, On the Transference of Souls. A curious tome, this. It claims to grant the reader the power. I thought I might use it to stock my shelves with. Perhaps you will think me simple. But truly, all I want is a better life for my wife and daughter. Yet 'tis most vexing. For the moment I start reading the tome, 'tis as if a fog descends over my eyes. But mayhap there is hope for me yet. If I can get my hands on a quince. They're said to reduce fatigue of the eyes. Would you be kind enough to procure one for me? I must keep reading that grimoire.
I've heard quinces are native to Batal. Shall we see if we can't find some?
Oi, what's your problem? Walking about with pawns in tow, I mislike that. You from Vermont? Bet you're as prejudiced as the rest of your lot. Well, got something you want to say, eh? Save it. You're not welcome here. Suppose you didn't know, but we don't allow Vermundian scum in this tavern. But I've got a heart of gold, me. I'll give you a chance to redeem yourself. All you've got to do is prove your mettle against these sods, alone. That is. If you're bested, then we'll take all you've got. It's only fair, ain't it? Put your back into it!
Well now, quite the brawl we're having here. But I must say, these odds are rather craven. Did you leave your honor at the door?
And who are you supposed to be? You a friend of this one?
Nay, I'm a sellsword. Coin is my only ally. 'Tis not my conscience that called me here. Oh no. I simply cannot stomach acts of... Is there even one among you with the grit for a proper duel, one-on-one?
What'd be in it for us, eh?
The fact that I'd refrain from breaking your jaw. That's not quite the reaction I was hoping for. Mayhap you know not my face. How about my name, then? Ragnar.
Ragnar? You're him? From the Scarlet Rains and the battle for Jeremiah? Well, 'tis clear you're a man best not crossed. But I trust you'll have no complaints so long as there's only one of us. Oi, bring it out!
Where's that reprobate gotten off to? We'll see if you can escape me a second time. Show 'em your mettle!
I don't believe it. You're a bloody menace. Come on, you lot. We're leaving.
Fine work, that was. Pray, save your thanks. I've no need of it. After all, judging by the skill with which you won that duel just now, I dare say you'd have bested those louts even if I hadn't intervened. I suppose that coward knew he was no match for you in a fair fight. So he had that beast take the beating for him. At any rate, 'tis safe to say you've piqued my interest. I hope our paths cross again someday. Of course, I can't promise I'll be as amicable then. As a sellsword, 'tis my policy to let my employer decide friend from foe. I'm sure you understand. Till next time.
One cannot help but wonder about that Sir Ragnall. Who is he really?
Well now, I'm not sure.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
Here we are.
Huh? What in the... Where did you come from? Did Clark send you? Oh no, he didn't he? I'm sorry. I'm really, truly very sorry. I haven't slept a wink, I swear it. Well, I suppose I might have fallen asleep once or twice, but it isn't as if I've been lazing about. I simply haven't been able to devise any good ideas. I tell you, this arrangement has been an encumbrance on my mind from the very beginning. While I am glad that the old man appreciated my talents enough to commission me, it doesn't change the facts. I can only depict subjects that I've seen with my own two eyes, which makes things rather difficult, given the task at hand. Say, you appear a rather strapping sort. Would you be persuaded to bring me to a griffin? 'Twill be well worth any trouble. Clark shall pay handsomely to see this done, and you'd be doing me a great boon besides. I've heard aught of a griffin's nesting place. I shall await you there. Do keep in mind, however, that you must needs drag the battle out if I am to complete my sketch. Of course, I could look as long as I pleased if you were to petrify the beast. Indeed, a beast frozen in place would be much more easily drawn. 'Tis said that a famed sculptor of Eld used a Medusa's severed head to petrify her subjects before sketching them. Of course, I wouldn't presume to demand aught so legendary of you, Arisen. I only ask that you aid me in completing my sketch as best as you are able. Then I shall depart at once. Pray, meet me at the foot of the Guerco mountain range, east of the rest town.
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? Follow me, Master. I shall guide you to the location.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Well met.
A sprinkle of misfortune can make a pleasant spice.
This headache's driving me up the wall, Tiz. Your mornings get earlier as your bones get older.
Love waking up knowing anything.
Might you consider lightening your pack, Master?
Lessening our load will help to keep us light on our feet.
We've got rattlers!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle,
let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
I'll save you. Know where your help is needed.
That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself.
Good day to you.
Who are you?
No, Never mind, 'tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself. I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. You're welcome to take whatever you...
Well, have you found any blue crystal shards? Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them. Here, take your coin and be gone. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that is possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Lies against fate.
The Arisen comes. Is this meeting also by the Dragon's design? You may be pitted against the Dragon, yet its fate is yours to share. The Dragon is the embodiment of destructive force, though this does not mean that it is evil. Understand this. The concepts of good and evil are mortal inventions, and thus cannot be applied to the Dragon. It is a being of a higher order, as are ye, now that the Dragon has marked ye, setting ye apart from your fellows. The Arisen is a transcendent being, always chosen by the dragon. It marks for itself the individual who must fell it. Thus, when the dragon is made manifest, so too is an Arisen. The cycle is doomed to continue till the dragon is felled, for that is what the will of this world has ordained. I am the husk of he who was once Arisen. My final battle against the dragon culminated in the loss of the will that should have seen me bring the creature low. Thus, as the Arisen is defined by the strength of their will, from that moment on I was Arisen no longer. Such is the world's will. I dare say it compels me e'en now to impart upon ye all the knowledge I possess. Ye need not seek the dragon. It will find ye. Aye, make no mistake. The dragon will appear before ye. When still, I suppose I can tell ye about a rumor I heard the other day. Apparently, a dragon was sighted in Harv village, after all. Now that ye have been marked as Arisen, the dragon ought next appear before ye. So it stands to reason that e'en if a creature of draconic aspect and destructive powers did appear in that village, a mockery of one perhaps, but not the dragon true. The Godsway? Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batal came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. The substance of which ye speak is formed of crystallized droplets of dragon blood. Worm's life crystals can be obtained not only from the true red dragon, but from lower drakes as well. They retain a measure of draconic power, and when used correctly, will bestow upon ye powers that eclipse the will of this world. Then go, but visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of eld, dragon blood has been used to refine all manner of equipment. I myself learned the art by deciphering ancient texts. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. Bring me what ye reap, and shall harness it to your benefit. Then I bid ye farewell. Bound to an eternity intolerable to any mortal. Oft I forget the swiftness of time's passage.
Let me get that.
Sunset draws near.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Materials, eh? I shan't deny they have their uses. Hold fast, Arisen! I will be with you in but a moment.
I've seen better days, that's for sure. Only here may I plumb the depths of my own soul.
Whatever's to be done.
Well met.
I'm sure I can handle this.
It is rather peaceful here, isn't it?
I'll take the peace and quiet over a horde of enemies any day.
Bows! Walking bows!
Only attacks will serve us well here.
These things are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
Let my magic grant you an elemental move.
Quickly, Arisen! You must regain your footing.
Knock its feet out from under it and strike aim.
This battle will demand all our strength. We must stand together if we are to seize victory.
only hope I did not disappoint you.
We were unprepared for such a storm. believe yon foe is drawn to light. We ought to extinguish our lanterns.
Surely a rest can wait till after we've examined our surroundings.
This ends here!
Was a trial indeed. One we surpassed with skill. It seems I've collected a few too many things. Perhaps I ought to be more selective in future.
I suppose you must have some attachment to this place, Arisen, given how often we've made use of it.
'Tis a pleasant enough spot. One cannot complain.